Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video, and today we're actually doing something quite different for this channel. It's going to be a first for this channel, in fact. We're going to be reacting to a band called Vitalism, and it is a verse band that I'm going to react to that is purely instrumental. No vocals at all. So this should be interesting. I tried to do a little bit of research on the band and I couldn't really find very much at all. Okay, all I found was the fact that it was a purely instrumental band from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and it's sort of prog metal slash gent. That's all I found. So I'm curious to see where this goes now. I love instrumental music. I have a huge collection of just purely instrumental music, whether it's classical, whether it's metal. You know, I really like instrumental music, and you know, it can evoke quite some intense and interesting emotions and feelings just through the expression of music. So I'll be very intrigued to see where this goes. The track itself is called Pagan 2, so I'm assuming there is a Pagan Part 1, which I'll probably have to listen to at some point. But since I don't know much about the band and there's nothing about the piece of music to talk about, I think we'll just get straight into it. I'll put a link to the original video in the description below, as I usually do. So I think we'll just get straight on with it and see where this goes. So, Pagan 2 by Vitalism. I'm not sure what to feel about this. I mean, there's no denying that it is very, very heavy. And whilst they say like it's a sort of prog slash gent mix, it seems very disjointed. I mean, it's quite interesting, and you know, obviously they're talented musicians, but something just seems a little bit disjointed about it to me. Might just be me, I don't know. And I don't know what it is, but no matter how many times I see a headless guitar, you know, without the head and the machine heads at the end of the guitar, I can never get used to it. It looks wrong. And I happen to think it... Yeah, I think it looks ugly, because it's like someone just chopped the end off the guitar. It just doesn't look right. Anyway, we'll carry on and see where this goes. Oh, Christ. I'm not sure what to say about that, really. Because, I mean, there were parts of it that were phenomenally good, really good riffs, really good grooves to get into, you know, really, really good piece of music. But every now and then it just sort of went a bit odd, you know. The piece of music was a bit too disjointed, you know, certain, like, phrases of the music, they just seemed to jump between two different styles very quickly, and, you know, it was very disjointed to me. But, you know, clearly they are very, very talented musicians, and as I always say, I'm not going to judge a band entirely on just one example of their music alone. I mean, like I said before, I'm a big fan of, like, mostly instrumental music, like the Russian Circles. I've actually seen the Russian Circles live before. They are phenomenal, purely instrumental band. If you haven't heard any of their music, and Two Steps from Hell as well, another exceptional instrumental band. They do have the occasional track with lyrics in, but very, very few. And of course, you've got the likes of Apocalyptica, who these days have gone more into the music with vocals, whereas when they first started out, it was almost entirely instrumental. You know, I've got countless other instrumental bands as well that I listen to, but I mean, like I said, the track here itself, it did have a few moments where it was really, really good. Other parts of the music where it didn't really seem to fit together very well, in my opinion. And the thing is, with instrumental bands as well, they're supposed to make the music so you don't necessarily miss the vocals, you know. With most bands, the vocals are an additional instrument to the rest of the music, to the rest of the song. Instrumental bands, obviously, they need to create music that is absorbing enough and, you know, has enough impact that they don't need vocals to really add to it. And again, in certain parts of that song, to me, it felt a bit thin, like it was missing a layer, possibly vocals. Only certain parts, though. For the most part, it was a nicely rounded out piece of music. But in other parts, it seemed like, that I don't know. It just seemed like there was some layer missing. It was good, but I've heard a lot better, and I'll have to hear some more of their stuff to get a better opinion of what their overall style is like. I can't think of much else to say about it right now, so we'll leave that as it is. If anybody would like to suggest any tracks for me to react to, then please do so by all means by dropping a comment in the comment section below, or you can message me on Instagram or on my Facebook. They're linked in the description below. You can just drop me a message on either of those two, ask me to check out tracks. If you have any insights into bands and stuff like that, please by all means let me know. One thing I forgot to mention in yesterday's video is I finally hit over 1,000 subscribers, and I would like to thank every single one of you that has subscribed to my channel for doing so. I never honestly thought I would get this far in the channel. I never thought I'd get that many subscribers. I'm really quite happy, and I'm glad that people are enjoying the content that I'm making. So yes, thank you all very, very much for that, and see how far we can keep going here. Also, Metalhead Reacts is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They're a British-based charity who are trying to put an end to hate crimes perpetrated against people of differing lifestyles, if you will. Not necessarily, whether it be people who listen to alternative music like myself, and some of you out there, or if it be people of a different gender identity, different sexual preference, a different religion. Basically, they're trying to put an end to these people getting persecuted, attacked, and, you know, basically made to feel lesser of a human being because they have a different taste in lifestyle to everybody else. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, everybody is an individual. Everybody's an individual. Everybody has the right to be an individual. Nobody should be attacked, beaten, abused just for being different. If everybody on this planet was exactly the same, it would be a hell of a boring place to live. We wouldn't have the diversity in music that we have. We wouldn't have the diversity in films that we have. You know, we'd all be watching the same beige things over and over again for the rest of our lives, and it would be incredibly dull. So, you know, the Sophie Lancaster's Foundation, they want to put an end to all this happening, you know, people getting attacked for being different. You know, there's no excuse for it. Everybody has a right to be on this planet just as much as everybody else. So, yeah. If you want to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there's a link in the description below. It's still a charity that's very important to me. It's very close to my heart. So, yeah, if you want to pop over there, show them some love, you know, the link's there, and it'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, we'll leave that as it is for now. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.